everybody, this is Melissa from stampwithmelissa.com here, and this is my regularly scheduled Sunday night video. Now you may notice that I'm actually not live tonight. I had a few things going on this weekend, including being out of town and a couple of celebrations that I had to attend, so I was not able to go live tonight, but I still wanted to have a video for you to see. So tonight I am going to share with you how to make a really cool and simple Father's Day card using this A Good Man stamp set. Now, this is my sample one here. I'm going to change it up a little bit to make it a little bit more Father's Day-like. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So the blog post for this will go up on Monday morning at 8 a.m. Central Time. So if you're watching this live, it would be June 6th, 2021, and the blog post will go up on June 7th, 2021. So if you're watching after June 6th, the blog post is live and you can find the link to it down in the description box below, which is awesome. So we are going to use A Good Man because it's a great stamp set. And I have got several pieces here. All of the measurements will be on that blog post, so you can look for that starting tomorrow. Again, if it's June 6th, you can look for it tomorrow, but I'm going to move some of these pieces to the side because we're going to start with this little basic white square, well, rectangle here. And I've got the image of the man sleeping, which I think is pretty accurate. This stamp in particular reminds me of my dad. So I'm going to go ahead and ink this up in my Tuxedo Black Memento ink, and I'm going to stamp it right on that piece there, just like that. And then I will cap this so I don't make a mess. And we will go ahead and get coloring. So I'm going to use several different colors for this image. I've got Poppy Parade, Petal Pink, Crumb Cake, Balmy Blue, Soft Suede, whoops, and Misty Moonlight. So 6 colors just to color in this one image, but it's a really awesome project. So I'm going to start with the Poppy Parade, and I'm starting with the dark here, and I'm going to do his shirt in the Poppy Parade. Now I'm just kind of grabbing some of these spots where you can see that his shirt would be like crinkled, and I'm doing those in the dark. Now I'm going to take the light and I'm going to color in the rest of the shirt. Alright, so that's all we needed Poppy Parade for, so I'll move that to the side. Now I'm going to use Crumb Cake, and again I'm going to use the dark one, and we will add some color where like the crinkle of his pants would be. And it's kind of hard to tell with this stamp, like where the chair starts and the pants stop, but I think it's right around here. Alright, so we've got his pants all colored in. Now we'll do Petal Pink, so I've got the dark one here, and we'll do the same thing. I'll just do some dark where there's little shadow lines and just some extra, and then I'll use the light color. So let's do that. Alright, we'll travel down here and we're going to grab Balmy Blue, and I'm going to do this like he's sitting with his feet in the water. You could also make it look like grass, but I kind of thought it looked like water, so that's the look I decided to go for. So I did the dark on some of those crease lines, and then I'm just coming back in with that light to kind of color it in a little bit more. And I'm doing it more scribbly because it doesn't really matter. Alright, so Soft Suede here, and I've got the dark again, and we'll do his hat in the Soft Suede. The hat that's covering his eyes because he's asleep on the beach. So there we go. And last but certainly not least, we've got Misty Moonlight to do the chair that he's sitting in. So again, I'm going to use the dark and just do some of these lines on his chair. And then we will use the light to color in the rest. And I'm going to use the bullet point end just because these are kind of small areas. Alright, there we go. So next I'm going to grab out my seal adhesive, and we'll go ahead and put some seal on the back of this piece and center it here. Can you guys believe that Father's Day is just a few weeks away already? It came quick. This year has been going by really fast. All right, next I've got my Misty Moonlight card base, and I've got this piece of Beauty of the Earth DSP. So this is what this side looks like, but we're gonna use this side. I thought it kind of looked like water or sky, and kind of went with our color scheme. So I am just adding some seal, and then we will pop it up in the center of the card front. There we go. And then I'm gonna add some seal to this guy and stick him kind of where the top, bottom, and left sides, so he's kind of equally spaced on those 3 sides, just like that. All right, then we'll go ahead and fold this and bring in the bone folder. I like to put some stuff on the card front before I fold it, because I like to make sure that it opens the right way. I am guilty of having upside down cards, so I don't want to do that if I can avoid it. All right, so I've got this little scrap piece of basic white here, and then I've got this cute sentiment that says, "Thanks to you." I'm gonna bring in my Poppy Parade ink, and we're gonna go ahead and stamp this. Now this is just a scrap piece, so I will try to drop the measurement in on my blog post, but really just use any scrap you have. Okay, so we've got that. I'm gonna grab another scrap. So here's another scrap, and then I've got this sentiment that says, "I grew up loved." So it'll say, "Thanks to you, I grew up loved," which is so cute. Just like that. We'll close this ink so we don't make a mess. And then I'm going to just use my snips to cut the sentiments out. So I'm going to try to make it as straight as possible and just snip fast. And same with this guy. There we go. All right, then I want to add dimensionals to these. So I've got my Stampin' Dimensionals. These things are awesome. I love my dimensionals. And I think this is too thick, so we're going to go ahead and use our snips again, and I'm just going to cut one of these dimensionals in half. You could also use mini dimensionals. I just don't have them out, so this is easier for me right now. And then I'm going to take off the backings of the dimensionals. I'm going to do "I grew up loved" first, and I'm going to kind of set it off to the side like that. And then we will take the backings off of the "Thanks to you." We'll make sure we have it the right side up, and we will stick it on maybe like this. Oh, so cute. I love how that turned out. It just looks so good. All right, so we've got to do the inside of the card, because it's just the rule. So we're gonna use Misty Moonlight ink for the inside, so it'll match the card base. And then this sentiment says, "You do a great job of being a great guy." So this actually wouldn't even have to be necessarily for your dad. It could be for any sort of father figure in your life, your grandpa, an uncle, a friend, etc., etc. An old teacher. You know, could be for anybody. So, but I wanted to give a cool Father's Day idea since it is so close. Again, as I mentioned, I'm sorry that I wasn't live tonight, but I hope you enjoyed this nonetheless. And I will be live again next Sunday, June 13th. So join me then. But there's our card. So it's nice and simple and cute, and I'll bring in that first one. This one could also be used as a birthday card, because it just says "Relax Your Way," so it's super, super cute. Thank you so, so much for joining me. Like I said, the blog post will be up tomorrow, including the pictures. So if you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, you'll see when that blog post goes live by seeing the pictures show up. So thank you so much again, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.